Talking about gold, recently the Presidential Artisanal Gold Mining Development Initiative presented to the President Muhammadu Buhari with a made-in-Nigeria gold bar. Now, the 12.5 kg gold bar, which was processed and refined in Nigeria in accordance with the London Bullion Market Association standards to be used as a reserve instrument by the CBN, was purchased by the Apex Bank for 268.6 million naira. Now, with the price of gold in the global commodities market now at its peak, how can Nigeria take advantage of this to shore up its reserves? I'm being joined by the chairman, Mining Group of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mr. Babatunde Alatishe. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Alatishe.
Thanks for having us.
All right. So, I mean, when the central bank presented this gold bar and all that, there was so much hype about it. Just wondering, does it mean we have not been mining gold over the years? What made, this different?
Well, first of all, thanks for having us. These are very exciting times. I must say I'm extremely happy that the federal government has taken this direction to gold mining. Between 2012 and 2018, it's been recorded that almost $3 billion worth of gold has left the country without any form of royalty payments, taxes, or anything. And unfortunately, when this gold leaves Nigeria, they leave in its ore state sometimes, and there are other associated minerals that come with it. So it's like the way we take out crude and we're bringing in, petroleum and petrol products and stuff like that. So there is so much value addition that we're missing out on, And aside from that, now that government is coming in, there's the environmental side of it. Artisanal miners just basically destroy the environment without any recourse to anything. So this will improve basically what is happening. It's designed as a quick win to diversify the economy, improve the socio-economic development of the gold-producing areas and the country at large. It will obviously reduce poverty and create jobs for more than 1 million households.
Now, talking about artisanal mining, now the Presidential Artisanal Gold Mining Development Initiative was actually, established to formalize small-scale and artisanal, miners. Do you see this helping to reduce this trend of having so much artisanal miners in the mining sector?
Yes, of course. By formalizing them, you capture all their information. You can train them. You can improve their trading, their practices. There's a very popular way of mining gold in Nigeria, which is using mercury and cyanide. And these are very dangerous because what they do is that they wash these things into the riverbeds, into the soil. And I remember about 3 years ago in Zamfara where hundreds of children and women were dying. So this would put light on what they're doing. I understand in Kebbi alone, they registered more than 10,000 people, youths. Likewise in Osun State. So, and all their biometrics have been captured. So aside from that, there's the training that can go into it. Then there's the security side of it. Because, for instance, if I have a lot of people that come to me that they want to buy gold. If you go to these sites where these gold is mined and where people go and buy these gold, there's no security. I mean, you could buy the gold and 10 meters down the road, you'll be robbed, you'll be killed. So a lot of things. So now that government is coming in and playing that big brother role, there is serious investor confidence. I personally would want to go into the business because rather than looking for Tom, Dicks, and Harrys to buy the gold, there is a registered buying center owned by the federal government paying you the right ad valorem price of gold, which is $1,800 plus at the moment.
Now, looking at the 12.5 kg gold bar that was actually presented to the president, the CBN put the value at 268.6 million naira. That's the amount it bought, the gold.
Yes.
Is this really significant to justify this hype? And is it also proper to buy a dollar-denominated commodity in naira? Gold is sold in dollars.
That is the only way you can improve the industry. And the truth is, if you don't value our local industries, there is no way it's going to pick up. Because even if you don't buy it, foreigners, politicians will buy it at a lesser price. So you see, these illegal miners, they will be suffering in these underground mines only to be paid a fraction of what it's really worth. So there will be its domino effect, definitely, and these domino effects will be positive, I believe.
Now, the price of gold in the global commodities market, we can see the price is really at its peak
Yes.
At the moment. So how do you think Nigeria can actually take advantage of this price increase?
Great. What CBN is going to do now is shore up our foreign reserves with this gold. And what is the use of the foreign reserve? It is the strength and the stability of the country, and it helps the government, you know, fulfill its financial obligations around the world. So when our paper money, dollar, naira, loses value, gold will always hold its value. So it's a win-win situation, quite frankly.
Okay, our next door neighbor, Ghana, is the largest producer of gold
Yes.
in Africa.
Yes.
So what lessons can be learned from Ghana?
Great. Now, for instance, in Ghana, if you want to mine gold, you might have to go 2 kilometers into the ground. In Nigeria, we're still harnessing our alluvial gold, which is gold found in soil. So Ghana has mined so much that they need to go that deep. We haven't even started anything, to show you how blessed Nigeria is. In fact, some people have actually said Ghana only has 25% of the gold Nigeria has. That Nigeria hasn't even touched the surface. NGSA, that's Nigerian Geological Survey Agency, says there's over 200 million ounces of gold at $1,800. That's more than $360 billion. I mean, what is our national budget? So, I mean, think of how we can leave oil and gas and maintain a commodity that has a universal price. And everybody knows the price keeps going up because that's the only tangible...
a safe haven.
Yeah, it's a safe haven. Yeah, it's like I said, these are exciting times for the Nigerian mining industry, and I hope Nigerians can look at this opportunity and jump on it with all enthusiasm.
Now, for you miners, you have an association.
Yes.
How do you intend to take advantage of this? How do you intend to capitalize on this opportunity presented now by the federal government?
Great. Now, the value addition for gold is humongous. Aside from the usual jewelry everybody knows, now they're going to use it for our foreign reserves. They use it for medals. It can also be used in electronics. It's great for conductivity. There's so many things that can happen with gold. And unless we take this thing, we hold this bull by the horn, there is nothing that is going to happen unless Nigeria takes this thing seriously.
Now, if you did listen to that report that was played just shortly before we went on break, of course, the government talked about the fact that there's gold everywhere, and they mentioned specific states that are blessed with this commodity, Kwara, Kogi, and there are some other, states. How do you think the state governments can also be part of this, initiative and encourage perhaps miners in their state to look inwards and be able to utilize this commodity?
Now, according to the Minerals Act of 2007, technically, states cannot participate in mining because government should not be in the business of doing business. They should only regulate. But what states can do is form PPPs, have joint ventures with private companies, technical partners, and it would be a beautiful scenario. So maybe the state owns 49%, the technical partner owns 51%, or whichever way suits them, and approach the mines cadastral office, and they will be more than happy to register you. But we should also understand something. States should not be in the business of doing business. They should be in the business for regulating environment, which is their primary focus in this mining industry.
All right, let's look at the mining sector, as a whole. The progress of this sector is so slow in terms of its contribution to the economy. Why so?
Mining is not a quick win. It's a long-term business. If you look at our mining licenses, they last for 25 years. There's a reason why. You cannot... mining is not a quick win. It's a long-term business. We just need to understand that. Moratoriums for mining need to be created. You can't loan a mining company money and think your money will come back in 2 years. No. there are stages. Some of these stages include exploration. You need to quantify the ore in the ground. Your ore needs to have a reserve estimate. This is what you will give your bank, your bankable feasibility study. So the bank will say, oh, this can be a sustainable project. If we mine 30 tons of gold every month for the next 20 years, are we still in business? So these are very important questions.
Now that the government is now looking into mining, beginning with gold mining, how do you think, what sort of incentives do you think people who are in this business and people who hope to come into this business will need the government to do at a point like this?
Now, we suffer from lack of information. That's number one. So we need to educate the public to let them know this is the new thing happening in mining. Secondly, technology. I cannot stress that enough. Small mining supplies. Not everything has to be 200 tons per hour, 300 tons per hour. You can get your 5 tons per hour machine. Have a local fabricator. Government can go to places like South Africa where they have things like this and figure out how we can empower our jobless youths into welding, for instance. Most of the equipment used in mining, welders create them, from your ball mills to your Gemini tables to all sorts. So if government can come in some way to build the capacity of our local fabricators, we will go very far.
Now, aside from gold, what other minerals do we have good prospects of a breakthrough?
Oh, fantastic. Nigeria has about 45 minerals. Some, there are, aside from the precious minerals and precious metals, you have your energy minerals, you have your construction minerals, you have your industrial minerals. For instance, my favorite is tantalite. Nigeria has tantalite in bulk. Tantalite is worth quite a lot. A ton of it could go as much as 25 million naira. So tin, for instance, a ton of tin goes for a good amount of money. So Nigeria is blessed with columbite. We're blessed with feldspar. We're blessed with things in commercial exportable quantity. All you need to do is go to the Ministry of Mines and Steel, their website, or the Mines Cadastral Office, their website, and you will be fed with so much information. If you also need data, there's a program government is running at the moment called the Nigerian Integrated Mineral Exploration Program, or something of that nature. And it's being managed by NGSA, Nigerian Geological Survey Agency. And what this is doing is that they're focusing on specific areas, on specific minerals, and they'll open this place up to the whole world, and you have to auction for blocks, like the way it's being done in oil and gas. So we suffer from lack of data, lack of exploration data. So the moment this program is done, individuals like yourself or myself can walk up to the ministry and apply. And government will say, okay, well, we have an auction date for XYZ block of mineral. It could be bauxite, it could be iron ore. We are blessed in huge quantities of everything.
All right, let's just hope we take advantage of this blessing that God has given to us.
I really hope we do.
Thank you very much, Mr. Babatunde Alatiche. He's the chairman of Mining Group at the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry.